Hey everyone. If you don't know me, my name is Melody, and I am a high school math teacher in Avondale, Arizona. I am lucky enough, and yes, I said lucky enough, to spend my days with teenagers. And more often than not, when I tell people what I do, I am met with the response of, bless you for what you do, or something indicating that it's the worst thing ever. Our society has done such a great job of painting teenagers in a negative light that, like, who would want to spend their days with teenagers? Me. And I'm willing to bet some of you. So I decided to start a podcast. I'm starting a podcast to debunk all of the negative stereotypes our teenagers carry the burden of. They are, in fact, not lazy or entitled or selfish or all the negative things that you hear about them. Do they sometimes have those traits? Of course. And so do most adults I know. So do I from time to time. I mean, that's our culture. But here's the fact. They are more often than not the exact opposite of all the negative stereotypes that we hear. I've raised two kids who are now young adults. I've gotten to know their friends throughout the years, and I get to work with teenagers every day. So at this point, I'm here to say with a little authority that the negative things that people say about teenagers just are not true. I live every day in awe of what I see and hear from the hardworking, yet self-conscious and extremely stressed out young people who are doing their absolute best to keep it together, to become our next leaders. There are so many great and inspirational stories that you need to hear. There are reasons behind some of the decisions they make and some of the behaviors they display that go so much deeper than simply teenage angst and impulsivity. And that is what I intend to share. So what's my why? Why put the energy into this? Why is this an important message? And why my passion? Well, here's my why. I was that teenager. I was the teenager who some people discounted for reasons that were beyond my control. I was smart and I was capable and I had all the makings of a person who could be quite successful. But I made some bad decisions along the way and they could have derailed my entire life. And in spite of the judgments I encountered, I persevered. I see that same story in so many of the young people that I encounter on a daily basis, and I feel for them. In 2017, I met a teenager with whom I instantly connected. She was a ball of energy and wise beyond her years. And she was intelligent, an excellent communicator. She was gorgeous, and she had big plans for her future. She was very driven. She was also the kind of person who took on other people's problems. She was everyone's counselor and protector and hero. And I wonder if it was because she was so focused on healing everyone else's pain that perhaps she never realized that it was her own pain that needed healing. Today, I'm 3 weeks away from marrying her father. And Gianna would have been by my side. But we lost her to suicide in 2018. Now I see Gianna in almost every young face. I see young people who are simply awesome. They are so strong and smart and capable, and they can be quite resilient. And most of them will eventually overcome the troubles that they experience and live to be wildly successful. They are so often misunderstood. And when that happens, that could lead them into a path that will end up destroying them, could lead them into a path that encourages them to make impulsive decisions that they may later regret. I dedicate my podcast to Gianna. and to all the teens whom I have met and whom I have yet to meet. If this show enlightens you to see the good, if this show inspires conversations between teenagers and adults that may not have happened otherwise, and if this show gives hope to even one person, then it's worth every ounce of time and energy I put in. So that's my why. So thank you for helping me get the word out and sharing this podcast called Why Teens Matter. I plan to launch this summer. I'm working on recording episodes now. If you or someone you know wants to share your story or maybe be a part of the conversation, please reach out on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Why Teens Matter. Or you can email me at melody@whyteensmatter.com. And that's all for now, but stay tuned because I will be sending out more information as I get closer to launch. Help me build this up. Thanks everyone for your support.